So you all wondered what I've been up to. Let me introduce you to the new car. So you're probably already thinking, haven't you got one of them inside your caddy? Yes, I do, but I got this for an absolute steal, and I couldn't let it go. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I didn't need another motor, but I've had a problem with the DSG on my caddy, so I decided, why not buy this? I spent 600 quid. Which I don't think's bad. It's got a little bit of mileage on it. It's a bit too high, to be honest with you, but the engine and box run beautiful, and that's the reason why I bought it. The caddy's sat here, and it's only been sat here and not ran because it's had a problem where it just doesn't seem to run as smooth as I'm expecting it to run. So I thought, if I can get a good quality donor, literally have the engine out of the caddy, break this, put it inside the GTI caddy over here, probably do the engine swap in less than a day. Once the other engine's out, it's quite an easy process. All the wiring's all done, everything's already done, all the fuel system's already done on the caddy. It's just a case of taking the engine and box out. So my thought process is, it's everything in this is stock, but it must have been maintained because there's no real leaks. The only leak I can see is down here, which comes from that cover there. Timing chain cover leak, I think, or cam chain cover. That's the only leak that I can see. Other than that, everything is pretty much stock exhaust, everything. And the reason for this is 600 quid. I mean, it must have been loved at some point. It's got brand new brakes on there, alloys are minging. I mean, the doors, the wings, the panels are probably all straight, but I've literally only bought it for engine, gearbox, clocks, all of this. Just tidy the seats. Excuse that, that's my pepperami wrapper. Look at them, just rammy. Absolutely hideous, and it does squeak like hell. And I want to feel what the DSG feels like, because I couldn't get the opportunity to drive my caddy before, sorry, my Audi, because it was a non-runner. And I keep doing this, I keep buying non-runner vehicles, and I don't know enough about these TFSIs, these petrols. So basically I bought this for all the running gear. Now let me take you out and I'll show you what it's doing. So it does come with a pan roof. Straight away, it's got air conditioning. And this is what I needed to test drive. Get a little bit of cold air. It's boiling up today. It's like 20 odd degrees, 16 degrees in the UK. So this is what I wanted to get at. I'm going to put the window down a little bit because I'm sweating. Right, this is exactly what I needed. My TFSI Caddy, basically, in a nutshell, is running and driving, but just not running and driving exactly how I wanted it to, like perfect. Whereas this thing's got a couple of rattles, but it actually flies. So it's got quite a lot of mileage. Now, I want to show you this Caddy in action. So, sorry, this EOS, VW EOS 2007, and if you just watch how good it is. So literally, this drives faultless. So from a perspective of it drives absolutely mint, it's got no faults whatsoever. You put your foot down, it shifts. You know, it's everything you want inside that TFSI, FSI engine, 2 litre petrol engine. This is what I'm expecting the thing to drive like, where in my Caddy, whereas it's not. For some reason, it's not. So I need to fix something in the Caddy. I don't know what it is. So I bought this. Now basically, this thing is a 2007 plate, 170,000 miles on. Yes, it knocks in every corner, like it squeaks in every corner. It's got 12 months MOT though, so it must be legit. The sports mode on DSG, drop it back, straight into sports mode, and bang, you're gone. It just pulls like a train. And that's what I'm expecting my Caddy to do, but it's not doing it. So I think the only way I can do it is by potentially taking the engine out of this. Everything's squeaking, the roof's squeaking, everything is squeaking in here. But my thought process is engine and gearbox, I'm out on the road, I'm taxed, I'm tested, everything's mint. I'm half tempted just to take the engine out of this and gearbox, all the running gear, and throw it straight in my Caddy. Now I'm hopeful that that's going to fix the issue. Now when I drove the TFSI Audi, the lad managed to boot it for so long and then just got stuck and got lost and it just didn't work. Whereas this thing, I'll put my windows down now. Let me get my windows down. Oh, can I put my windows down? How do I put windows down? So this thing, as you can see, I mean obviously I'm on a private estate now, but it just goes. And that's what I'm expecting my Caddy to do, but just not doing so. I think we're going to take it out of this EOS, and you'll see my Caddy does not do this. There's no way I can set off in my Caddy without it like, and I don't know if it's fuel filter, if it's fuel, if it's gearbox. I think it's gearbox related. I do. But I know that I've got a good quality running and driving car here. It's literally cost me 600 quid. So as I said, everything works absolutely mint on this EOS. Like in the Caddy, what I find is when you put it into drive, yeah, and sometimes this does have it. You put it into drive. This is so smooth. Into reverse. So smooth. On my Caddy, I can't do that. There's something wrong somewhere. There's no fault code. It's not a fault code related to what I've done. I think I've got a problem now on that Caddy, either with DSG or with the turbo. This does come with a full panoramic sunroof as well, so maybe we'll cut that out. Maybe we'll do the first DIY home job pan roof. So I think you know what's going to happen. The EOS is parked in the position that it needs to be to get fully stripped out. The Caddy's over there. Like I say, she does move, she does run, she does drive. I think it's turbo related. It's not even, I'm not going to bother messing around on the turbo. Engine out of this one. I know it runs, I know it drives. Engine into that one, take that one out, reassess the situation while it's out the engine. That's my plan. And do you know what? You live once, don't you? And I want to get this blue Caddy out to the meets. So drop me a comment down below. Let me know if you think I'm absolutely mad. I think I probably am. It's DSG gearbox or it's turbo. It's one of them. And I just want to get this Caddy on the road. I want to get it running perfect now. Wiring's all done. So yeah, stay tuned. Phase 1, EOS engine out of that. And then we'll do a full day's graft of getting the engine out of the blue Caddy and put the EOS one back in straight away. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Hopefully Sunday Should have an R32 update, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.